Hello to everyone and welcome on this YouTube channel. So if you are discovering this channel through this video, let me present myself very fast. I'm called Paula Eve, a computer science and ICT teacher. On this video, we are going to answer June 2022, paper 3, ICT. So this video is specially for the Excel part, so the spreadsheet. Good. So we are not going to waste time. Before we start, in fact, I'm going to present you one PDF. Good. So here, this one PDF, I'm going to send this at the end. In fact, you're going to find this PDF at the description of the video. Good. So I'm going to put a small video now to show you how to look something on the description of the video, because majority of you people, when they say description like that, after you start to text me like you're not seeing. In fact, good. So in fact, this PDF is having I think I've answered 4 to 5 here. Good. So but everything I'm doing videos on that. Good. So any problem, you can still move back to the video, go back to the PDF, no problem. So today we are working on as I was saying, June 2022. But before that, I want to make a small comment on that. In fact, this June 2022 ICT is the same question for June 2022 Ordinary Level Computer Science. The same question, nothing is changing. And also, it is the same question for June 2020 ICT. Meaning what? After looking this video, directly move and look for the June 2020 paper of practical. Directly answer that. So they have just changed values there. The question is the same thing, in fact, the same thing. Good. So for the ICT student, this video is helping you to solve 2 years directly, meaning June 2022 and June 2020. This video is the same question. Good. Now, as I was saying, also for ordinary level student, it's the same thing. 2022 is the same question. So you are going to answer it together. Good. So let us move back to the question. Okay. So we are going to start task A. So spreadsheet, 18 marks. The first thing they say, open the sales book, the sales workbook. So also, if this is the first time you are doing Microsoft Excel, I invite you to move and look first of all the training I did in Microsoft Excel, so that at least you are having all the different knowledge to look this video. But if this is your first time you are doing it, no problem. But if you look the video, my training in Excel, everything will be more easy for you. Good. But there's no problem in fact. Good. Now workbook, because there I'm explaining already what are those terms, in fact, workbook, all those small things. So good. So workbook is just your Excel sheet, in fact, your Excel file, not sheet, because a sheet is another thing. You'll be seeing what is a sheet soon. Now they say open sales workbooks in the candidate folder. This workbook contains 3 worksheets. You see, so a workbook is like a book, in fact, and the sheet are just like pages inside a book. You'll be seeing that it's very easy. Good. So this workbook contains 3 worksheets: sales, all sales, and summary. Good. Now, so for this candidate folder, I'm going to leave it also in the description of the video. So just move to the description of the video. You'll be seeing candidate folder. You click and you download to practice, because if you're not having this candidate folder, you cannot practice this. So that is why I'm going to leave it on the description of the video. So this is the first thing you're supposed to do. Good. So I'm going to put a small video now here on my screen, so that you can look where the description of the video in YouTube, because some student doesn't know when they say description of the video. Go. So we are going to start. So I move to my desktop. Good. So this is the candidate folder here. So I'm just going to enter inside. Good. So group 1. Good. So in fact, group 1 and group 2 for this year, in fact, the question was similar. So generally, there's no big difference. So I click here, sales. I open it. Good. So when you're having this window appearing, just close it. There's no problem there. Good. So this is it. So this is the file. This is the workbook, in fact. Good. Now, so if you look down here, you'll be seeing that here we are having what? This. You are having this. This is what we call worksheet now, you see. So you are seeing that the workbook is the whole file, and inside a workbook we are having sheet. It's like different pages. Hope you are seeing that. So I'm showing all this in the training of Microsoft Excel. So here I'm just repeating myself. Now there's one thing I want you people to do when you open a file, because if you look here, you see that if I want to modify, you see I'm writing, it's not possible to write. Good. So to solve this problem, you move up here. You're going to see that this yellow bar. If you read here, there's a message saying protect view. So you're going to click here on enable editing. Good. So you click there now, you can type, you see. Good. If you don't click on enable editing, you are not going to modify the file. In that case, you cannot follow with your practical. So please get those advice very well. Now, so we are going to start. The first question 1 to 9 are based on the sales sheet. Good. So yeah, when you talk about sales sheet, they are talking about this procurement. Good. So they are talking about this one, because here this is all sales, this is summary. So we are going to start with the first sheet. So let us answer the question gradually. As I was telling you, everything is here, and here I'm showing different steps, meaning I'm showing you how to do it. Good. So this is just like when you practice the second time, because sometimes when you practice with the video for the first time, now after looking the video, you're not going to look the video all the time. Now maybe the second time when you are studying, you need something to recall. So that's the aim of this PDF, in fact. So I've took my time to do that. So the question 1, they say change the font type of the first row showing SN name 3% discount to Algerian. So we move here. So this is the first row here, row 1. So to do that is very easy. You just either you click on the row, or either you make sure you are having your cursor with this white plus, this big white plus. You select all the different header. Good. Meaning you select, in fact, the first row. Now you move to home, you click here on the font palette, you click there. Algerian is this one here. Good. So this all for 1 mark. Now they say insert cell border in the range A1 is to G25. Good. So I hope everybody knows the meaning of G of is to, in fact. Good. So everything is explaining the training. Good. So this is A1. A1 is starting here. I drag to G. Where is G? This is G, colon G. Now they say 25. So I go down. This is 24, 25. Good. So I'm going to move back also to home. At the level of the font palette, you'll be seeing this drop down. You click there, you're going to see all borders. You click on all borders. Clean. Good. Hope it's clear. Now I continue with the question. The next, they say adjust the name field width to 138 pixel. So it's very easy to do that. So just follow my cursor. So this is name here. So to do that, you are going to move at this level of the column. You see, make sure your arrow is having this symbol here. You see, a plus, something like that black plus. So now you press the left click of your mouse and you drag. Now when you drag, you'll be seeing that there is a small pop-up, the small window appearing with width. You see, inside there, if you look, you'll be seeing that you see, actually I am at 141 pixel. So they say 138. Good. So this is 138. I hope everybody is seeing that. I stopped there. Good. Clean. Another way of doing that, if you look very well, you'll be seeing that here 138 pixel. Where is it? It's equivalent to with 19. I hope everybody is seeing the 19. Good. So I can still do it by clicking on the column like that. I make a right click I click at the level, I move to the level of column width. If I click there, you'll be seeing 19. Good. So the next question, they say number 4, they say insert a formula in the 3% discount field. So 3% discount is a field. So if you look here, this that field, yeah, this here, 3% discount. So it's the name of a field. Now, what are they saying? They say insert a formula in the 3% discount field to calculate the discount for each item bought. Full stop. They say this discount is 3% of the product. Let me read it back. They say this discount is 3% of the product of unit price and quantity. So I hope it's clear. So they are helping you by giving even the formula. So they are saying how to calculate discount. They say that to calculate the discount, you just take 3% of the product of unit price and quantity. You see, meaning that for each product you take 3% of it times what? The unit price times the quantity times the quantity. As easy as that. Good. So if you move at this level, you'll be seeing that this is what I did. You see, good. Now the advantage with Excel is that normally 3% is equivalent to what? It's equivalent to 3 divided by 100. Good. But no need to make 3 divided by 100. You can just write 3% directly. The advantage is that Excel is going to calculate that automatically for you. So 3% times, you put a star for time. If you remember, times what? Unit price. I click on this box here. Good. Times what? Times the quantity. Good. So remember that when you are doing calculation, you are just doing it for one row, meaning for one cell. After we are going to drag for everybody. So if I press on enter, so this is the result here. At the end, I place my cursor here. You move at this corner. You make sure you're having this plus, this black plus. You drag down now so that it will calculate for the rest. Very nice. So I've already explained this in the previous, during the training. Good. I hope everything is clear here. Now, so this is exactly what I did. You see, I did G4 times E4 times 3%. So it's exactly that. Good. Now, we move. After they say that you should write the formula of C4 here. So you move at this level. C4 is there. This box here. You just right click and you copy this and you paste in your answer sheet what you're asking. Good. Now, number 5, they say insert a formula in the payable total field. So there's a field called payable total to calculate the total price for each sale. Full stop. They say the total is calculated following the algorithm. So it's very easy. Now they say what? Multiply. So they are telling you how you are going to calculate that. They say multiply unit price by quantity to get the total price. So to get the total price, you multiply what? Unit price times quantity. You just multiply them. So after what is the next thing? After they say subtract 3% discount from the total price above. And it's exactly that. It's very clear. It's very clear. Payable total simply means the amount you are paying. And it's very clear that to know the amount you are supposed to pay. Normally, you are supposed to take what? The unit price times the quantity minus the discount. No? Good. Because the discount simply means that the reduction they are making for you. So now they are asking now the total amount you are going to pay. So to do that is very easy. So here I'm going to say equals to what? I'm going to say so sometimes it's good to put bracket. Good. So I'm going to say unit price times quantity. You close. After you say minus what? Minus the discount. Enter. So everything is perfect. So you place your cursor at this level. You drag. Good. Remember that each time you are trying to drag, you press on the left click of your mouse and you just move down. Everything is perfect. Good. Now, so let me show you something. Another way of doing product, because when you're doing product of two things, you can just say this time this. Another person can decide that at this level, he's going to say equals, so use the function product. So you know already that product is used to do multiplication. So product, I want to do the product of what? I want to do the product of unit price and quantity. Good. Now all this minus what? Minus the discount. If I press enter, the same answer. So this is another formula you can write in your answer booklet. Good. Because product is taking what? Product is just taking the list of, meaning the range of all what you are trying to calculate their product. Good. But no need to use this function because normally here you are only having 2 boxes to calculate the product. So that's why it's very easy to say directly G2 times E2. Good. But when you're having with a long range, in that case the function is interesting there. So it is just to show you. So F12, after you say that, you should write the formula of F12. So you just go inside this F12 somewhere here. So you copy the formula, you go and paste there. Good. So you continue. Number 7. You say set font of row 25 to bold and size 14. They say row 25 to bold and size 14. So this is row 25. Who is it? It is row 25. So you just click on the row like that, you see. Or if you don't want to click on the row, you place your cursor on this first box. You make sure you're having this white plus. You select the row, you see. Good. So they say that you should put it in bold. So I click here, bold. After the size, they say 20, 25. Who is it? I'm not having 25, so let me put 24. Wait, let us verify. The question say what? Size 14. Sorry, it's size 14. Good. So this size is too big, so I'm going to select back. I did a mistake. They say 14. Nice, perfect. So we are done at that level. So we continue with the question. Now, question, okay, before going, so here there's a message. They say ensure that you have written down the formula in the cell in question 4, 5 and 6 above before attempting the question that follow. So please, hope you are seeing what is happening here. So they are just trying to tell you that if you did not answer question 4, 5 and 6, it's impossible to continue what is following down here. So if they are saying that, it simply means that the question is linked. So play, that's why I'm asking people to practice. There's nothing difficult. That's why when you know, you know. When you don't know, it becomes very difficult for you because you'll be failing very badly.